Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but
My
a
boy.
participation in being?
I've lost my boy.
For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists.
What do you
only in
mean? Nothing wrong
contrast
with me.
to a
If you can't show your worst side to the
so
people
pure
closest to you,
that it may only be understood
all the
as
things I
memorial
never
and
said to him.
divine. Our essence is what
If only
was
he'd stayed at
imagined
home.
by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors...
I am told these types of...
Tiny whitecaps ought
No,
to consider
I don't. I'm pro...
more, but
I appreciate you. If you would like, though,
I
it will take some time to adapt, but
Thank you.
I will note that...
Does anyone else want to say anything?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine now.
Oh, that's Shanna.
It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions.
You know, I had a bet with Sam.
Second meetings.
Which one of us would end up attending the others?
Curating a perfect
You know.
So it's
I guess
up to us.
that's 50 credits that won't see circulation in the settled systems economy ever again. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me. She talked about you all the time,
Truly create.
but right now she just needs to get away from all the reminders
We are the ones that
of
just
Sam.
want us to be good.
We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her, if you like.
Let us take responsibility for it.
Hi.
Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment?
It's my dad.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
Huh. Are we It's just... I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we're simply carried away by space and time. Felt the sizzle of the distant sun's corona, get pulled in some gravitational field, coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still. The fact is that the universe goes on, and life goes on. just for a short while. Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we're born. Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. For one beautiful moment.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective there.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more. I wrote the book on them. The 10 Stages of Grief by A. Barrett. Step 1 used to be have a drink. But nowadays I settle on a good chocolate bar. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half jokingly. Theoretically, of course. Normally, I'm all about taking a moment to think, but you're welcome.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
You go do what you have to do. I'll be okay.
Hey. Take some time for yourself, okay? Plenty of rooms to sit down. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together. We all have to get through this, our own. Take care of yourself. A loss is always hard. Constellation will...
I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paper. Good. Sorry if I talk any longer.
Chat for a bit? Normally, I hate talking to people at funerals, but, well. You don't believe in the afterlife, do you? I mean, this might be the worst time to bring it up. Yes. Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Everyone is in mourning. I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion. I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... I am not sure I'm making sense. Thank you.
Drink? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of... Aye.
Cora and I will be heading out soon.
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the gaps with you.
Captain Kelly, you have returned. A cursory scan indicates that you are in good health.
Yes,
Ranger. If I ever get a bad indie, I'm just gonna re-roll it. Get a bad alternate universe. I'm just gonna re-roll that motherfucker. Because, is that cheating? Maybe.
You might be interested.
Remember to stop by Kay's and get him something to eat. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help.
That didn't much help. You mean gay night? I played a little bit of Fear. I think it was Fear 2, but that was when I was much younger. Funny thing is, I found out about Fear from Roblox.
Is there a type of weapon combat tech won't me?
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done.
Problem?
Can't be.
Your safety is important to UC Security.
Sweet home Alabama. Country road, sweet home Alabama. Just like kissing your sister.
Oh, you're back. What did... Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the... Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrims. And from there, maybe you'll... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different... I know you're looking for a specific unity. Ah, but what makes something like that hope? It is one of the great contradictions of... So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness?
Ancient humans thought the concept of gravity was miraculous, until we know more about the unity.
Well...
Gotta go to Indum 2. Sounds like someone's on the toilet.
The frost is starting to interfere with my instruments.
Okay, that's where we'll end it off tonight. Sweet home Alabama.